Today I will break down the EsDeeKid Rockwave music video. I'll show you how to make the color correction they had, how to make most of the transitions they had, and even how to make the grungy aesthetic that they went for. But also guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Povikas and I run a super dope video editing website called povikas.com where I have insane video editing presets that I use for every single video editing project. I'll have all of my presets linked in the description as my all packs bundle, which doesn't just include every single presets pack that I have, but also every single future pack that I will ever release as well. But anyways guys, let's get into the tutorial. Alright guys, so in After Effects, I have a different music video of EsDeeKid, so it would be easier to show how to actually make the effects, because the effects are already made in the other music video. So what we can do is we can press Ctrl+Y, and we can try to recreate the actual color correction they had. Now their color correction, as you can see, is very professional, kind of like this dark blue, which I really like. So to actually do that, the first effect we can add is some sort of like a glow. So we can make the glow radius here to like 76 to just have a bit of glow. Like as you can see, it pops out there. Like if you go on other clips, it pops out there. But I do think that's a bit too much, so we can make the glow intensity like 0.3. And now we can add lumetri color, which is pretty much one of the most important effects when it comes to color grading. And we can go to basic correction, and here I like to go to input LUT and let's go to browse. Now for you guys, I will have linked in the description a dark blue cinematic.cube, which is going to be pretty much a LUT I've created for you guys, so you can just use it here, so just go and download it. It's going to be completely free, so just press on it and press open. And now that's going to look very dark. For some clips it's going to be just fine, but for some clips it is going to look like this, like it's going to be a bit too dark. So that's why you can make the exposure a bit higher, I like to make it to like 0.7 to actually like make it look a bit normal. But let's also go and turn up the whites to like 21. You can even turn it up even more. And also the blacks we can turn up to like 21 as well. And I also like to turn up the shadows to like 21, so that also looks a bit brighter. Now of course you can turn this up even more if it is a bit darker for you. I just think that looks pretty cool. Like look at this clip, by the way, like how it looked before and after. Instantly like an actual professional color correction. And now another thing you might notice about this color correction is there is some sort of like grain sometimes, like some noise. So we can add a bit of noise or grain, I guess you can call it. So let's add an effect called add grain. And here we must make it to final output so we could actually see it. And you could just keep it like this and it would already look pretty cool. But I like to go to the preset and I like to make it to Kodak SFX 200T and make the intensity to 1.5, the size to 0.5, and go to color, and I like to make it to monochromatic. And this is pretty much how it's going to look. I think that looks super cool. But if you want to make it look cooler, you could add like deep glow if you have the plugin, and make the exposure to like 0.02, and then the radius maybe like 500. That's already going to add more of a realistic glow, just like what they have. And just keep adding more of those like more premium effects. Like you could also add sharpen and make it to like 20, and that's going to make the whole thing pop out a bit more. But we could actually add this on top of every effect. And look how it looked before and after sharpen. It just gives a bit more of a sharpened look. Like if you want, you can make it a bit bigger, but I just have it at 20. Yeah, that's pretty much how the color correction is going to look. We can just call this CC to make it stand for color correction. Okay, we have the color correction, but how do we make most of like the transitions they used in the music video? Well, in the music video, they use like these very short transitions. I can skip to one. Like look at this one. Like first it looks like this white tile, then it looks like very zoomed in, and then another white tile. So how to actually make these kind of like little flashes? Well, it's actually pretty simple. You can actually press Ctrl+Shift+D on the CC and just cut it to 3 frames, like make 3 frames of space, because this will now work with the CC on top. And we can press Ctrl+Y, and on this adjustment layer, we can add the effect called transform and just make the scale to just 1000 to zoom it in. But I also like to skew this to like 70. So it's going to look distorted like this. We can go 3 frames forward, press Ctrl+Shift+D and delete, because this wouldn't work on top of a color correction. And what we can do is we can go to this rectangle tool and now zoom out a little bit, and let's just draw like a rectangle that's not full, but like right there, something like that. And now we can press R and just rotate it. So maybe you can rotate it like this, press S, uncheck this, and just make this point like go higher. You can make it like this, and we can press P and just move it a little bit, just so it would make this. Like something has to be visible right here, And we can also add camera lens blur and make the blur radius to like 38. This looks a bit more cinematic. You can press Ctrl Shift D, delete, and we can just have it for one frame. Go one frame forward, press Ctrl Shift D, delete this one frame, and then go one frame forward, go one frame forward again, press Ctrl Shift D, and have this as one frame. But here we can turn this rotation to just normal. Just press P and just place it, like make sure the whole thing is just pretty much white. So that could look really, really nice. Also, this rotation is a little too much, I think. We can press R again, and we can make it rotated like this. Yeah, I like it like this. And this is what you can get, by the way. Like that looks pretty cool. Sure, this could be a bit brighter, like you could add glow if you want to brighten this out a little, make the glow radius higher and the glow threshold a bit lower, so that could maybe look a bit cooler. But you will pretty much get this cool flash transition that looks really cool, very quick to make. So yeah, they used that one a lot, but there was also a part of the video where they used like a really slow flash. So yeah, at 17 seconds of the video, as you can see, they use like this really slow flash, which is very popular in music videos. So we can just do that. We can go to like one of the clips of between this clip, and what we can do is we can press Ctrl to Y and add two different effects here. So first we can add the exposure effect. Actually, this is going to be a really long transition, so we can put this adjustment layer like way further away. Actually, maybe even further, like somewhere here. And keyframe the exposure at the start to 0 and the gamma correction. And let's also add this effect called levels individual controls. And here go to RGB and just keyframe the input white. And now go to the middle where it transitions. And here we can make the input white to like 35, and that's going to be really bright. But we can also make the exposure to like 3 and the gamma correction to 1.3. And then go like a lot of frames forward and make the input white to like 255, exposure to 0, and the gamma correction to 1. Now press Ctrl Shift D and delete. And you can press U and you can see all of the keyframes we made. And if you want, like, you can make this a bit slower, like you can select all the keyframes, press F9, and mess around a lot of the graph editors. The graph editor I like to choose the most is to go to the levels graph and go to the graph editor. Here I like it when it starts a bit slow, but like it already is white, like somewhere here. I think that looks cool, but I also like to make it pop out like quick out of the whiteness. Like, and let's go out to the graph editor. You can also fix the exposure graph. Actually, like this one, I like to make it a bit slower, and they'll pop out pretty slow. And this is pretty much how the flash transition is going to look like. Of course, on different clips, it's going to look different, but yeah, just for this one, it looks like this. That does look pretty nice. Fits very well for music videos. I can get out of there. And I guess now I can show you how to make like the grunge aesthetic of this music video. So like it has a lot of these like grungy transitions just like this one. So it would actually take a really long time to just show how to make these transitions. But if you go frame by frame, you can just see that it's very random frames placed for 2 little frames. And that's how they make the transitions. So what do I mean by that? Well, I pretty much mean like they placed like, let's say 2 frames of this clip, and then they would like place 2 frames of this clip. By pressing Ctrl Shift D, we can do that. And they could like mix it up and then add insanely high amounts of grain. So like press Ctrl to Y, and you could just add the effect called add grain. Of course, make it to final output, make the intensity high, the size lower, the color, let's make it to monochromatic. Actually, I made the size a bit too low, like 0.5. The softness you could make to 2. You could add like hue saturation here and make the master lightness like 12. So it could kind of look like paper almost. And you see, we're still not getting there quite. Like you also need to add like different blurs for this, like a camera lens blur you could add. And yeah, you could keep it at 5. And here you could add like unsharp mask and make the amount like really high. And the radius to like 3, you know, and just make it pop out a bit more. Maybe you could even make it bigger. This one to like 5. And this would actually make the grunge pop out like a lot, and have it for 2 frames and this one for 2 frames, and this would be a pretty cool transition. But also don't forget to add exposure and make the exposure really high, the gamma correction really high, and then add levels and also make the input white lower. And this way you could have like a crazy transition. Obviously this is a bit too high. Actually, we can make the exposure to like 1.5. Like just mess around and check for what clips it works. Like you could maybe add like hue saturation, desaturate it a bit more, and also add like CC threshold RGB, and we can make the blue threshold a bit lower, but also blend with original we can make to like 60 to add some blue here. Yeah, I recommend actually placing CC threshold RGB on top of hue saturation, but you know, on top of camera lens blur, but below hue saturation, and this is how it's going to look. And just keep messing out of adding more grunge. These are really hard to make, and I I've also made like another grunge tutorial where I pretty much cover a very similar transition to this one. So I would definitely recommend to go and check it out now. I'll have it pop up somewhere here on the screen so you can easily check it out. It's going to be something like this effect. So yeah guys, just request any more other tutorials. By the way, this one was a requested tutorial, and go and check out how to make this crazy grunge effect.